Hi everyone. I'm not talking today about brachial plexus in general, because every year I try to come with a new procedure. And this year I would like to share with you a new procedure that I've done with a couple of guys in Nancy, in the facility that Jean-Pierre just explained you a couple of minutes ago. It's an amazing facility, and if you want to train if you want to define a new procedure, thank you. If you want to define a new procedure using pigs or cadavers, please join us, it's amazing. So, the procedure I'd like to share with you today is an endoscopic, totally endoscopic, robotic assisted C7 nerve root transfer from the contralateral healthy side. This is for the one who don't know very well, it's a procedure which was defined by Chinese about more than 20 years ago for brachial plexus repair. So it was almost 10 years ago with a couple of guys gathered here in the limo in Intuitive Surgical headquarters that we for the first time got the idea to make robotic microsurgery. So Strasbourg, I'm not from Norway, from Sweden, from Nancy, or from Colombia. I'm from France, very close to Germany. So it's about 4 hours drive from here. And this is the facility where I work. I've got some conflict of interest, but nothing to do with this paper. So this is about brachial plexus repair. As I told you, most of you don't know anything about brachial plexus, so I will not spend a long time with it, but after birth delivery or motorbike incidents, there could be some roots injured close to the spinal cord, or sometimes below the clavicle. And the objective, the aim, is to restore some muscle function. But in general, brachial plexus surgery is doing through very, very, very large incisions. And the aim of this, of what we would like to develop, is to do exactly the same procedures. So we do not invent any procedures, but doing these procedures with minimally invasive surgery with very, very small incisions, like you can see here. And this makes a lot of difference according to cosmetic point of view, but also it's good for nerve repair to avoid any scar tissue around the nerve. So okay, the goal of this operation, is there yes, a laser here. So the goal, there is a C7 root here, another one here, and we're gonna cut the donor side close to the clavicle, and we will cut the receiver one close to the spinal cord, and then we will make a suture together. There are different ways, just below the skin, but we need a graft. Below the muscles, the graft is smaller. The best is to make a direct suture. So the best way is to do it just behind the esophagus. So there are some procedures defined by other surgeons. They use quite large incisions to do it. And what we try to do on this cadaver in Nancy a couple of weeks ago is to do this procedure with a very, very small incisions. These are from the right side, and these are for the left side. So this is the setup as usual. So this is the facility where we work in Nancy. So we have here a cadaver, but sometimes we have a pig, and we have robots, and we can do whatever procedure you want. So the first step is to make a dissection of the right brachial plexus, the one with the donor side. So with a minimally invasive surgery with very small incisions. So you can see here the phrenic nerve and see 4, 5, 6, and 7 somewhere. And then we cut the C7 close to the clavicle. So the spinal cord is here. This is the clavicle. The shoulder is here. So this root was here. Okay, we cut it close to the clavicle, and then we just translate it below the other esophagus. And now we'll do exactly the same thing on the left side. So now we are here in the left side. So this is the left brachial plexus, which is the injured one, in this cadaver, we suppose. So this is again the phrenic nerve of the left side, and C5, 6, and 7 somewhere here. The spinal cord here, the left shoulder is here, and if you look carefully, if the esophagus is here, oh, what is this? This is the hand of the right C7 root, okay? And we're gonna cut that one, C7, close to the spinal cord, and we will make a suture, okay? So this, you can see that we can make a direct suture here. And this is after the completion of the suture. And this is after the operation, very small scars, as you can see here. Now we show you a complete video, comprehensive video of all the procedure. Hope it works. Okay, thank you. So, this is the setup with the trocar portals. This is for the right side, this is for the left side. Again, the setup of the robotic procedure. And now we are on the right side. The skin is up, and the muscles and the first rib. This is the first rib here. So that means that we are a little bit too central. We will move to a little bit to the left. And now we are performing the dissection with CO2 insufflation. And wow, these are the roots of the brachial plexus. So if you follow the phrenic nerve, you will go to the C4. Then you count C4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you are going as distal as possible. And the clavicle is just here. You cut the C7 root, make a clean dissection, and then the esophagus is just here. This is the vertebrae, and you put the right C7 root just behind the esophagus. Now we are going to the left side, so we are doing the dissection of the left brachial plexus, and this is the roots of the left side. So the phrenic nerve is here, so C4, 5, 6, and 7. Then, when the dissection of the C7 is completed, we will cut the C7 close to the spinal cord, and then we'll move it. You know, this is the right C7 below the esophagus. Then we will transfer it, the left one, to the just behind the esophagus. And then we introduce for an extra portal. This portal was from the right side, and we just introduced a 6-0 suture here because we were in the lab and we didn't have a 10-0, but anyway, it's stronger here for these large roots. And then we just perform the suture, as you can see in this short video. So we performed 4 or 5 stitches. This is the first one. And we are like in the lab during a dry lab. It's not so difficult. What is difficult is to make the soft tissue getting away from the operating field. So these are the muscles close to the prevertebral muscles. Just push on it. We use an extra instrument. There is a third instrument you don't see here, but the instrument is just pushing away the soft tissue, and then just cut the thread with the 2 needles like that, because there is a lot of strength. And then the suture is completed with this very, very small incision. So we did this operation during a course in the lab of Nancy with one neurologist. He was here just to think about robotic microsurgery, and a plastic surgeon from Taiwan. And together we decided to do this procedure, and so we invented this procedure at that time. So we can do whatever we want because we have some skills. So if you are interested, just you can type invivox.com, and we organize some workshop. If you want to attend a live surgery, or if you want to attend to the course directly, come directly to me, because you will save some money. Anyway, this is Strasbourg, with a very nice cathedral, a lot of water, and a lot of good food. So, of course, it's a nice city. Nancy is about less than 2 kilometers away. So, during that course, we train on Nancy on the DVD trainers, and then with robots, and after we come back to Strasbourg for live surgery cases with my couple of my patients. So, thank you for your attention. I can take questions. Yes, George?
One technical question. In other fields, we have the same problem with the wall, which is sometimes abdominal wall. Here is the wall that's falling. And I'm surprised that our urologist fellow didn't suggest you to put a zero nylon suture through the skin and back, and then hold it with a sellotape or anything to the robot, so that you make like a tent.
Yep.
Or you can one, two, three such a joint to make a nice tent, and then you can work without a big problem.
I take the idea. Probably was a little bit confused because it was not a regular field for him. But I take the idea.
So you just from up.
Yeah.
And second, one question, which is of course a question of somebody who doesn't understand anything about nerves. If you do such contralateral nerve anastomosis, what about the original innervation of the C7 on the right, if it were a case of reconstruction?
Yes, your question has nothing to do with robotics, of course, but it's a question that a lot of people ask to the one who do C7 contralateral. You know, C7 is a root which muscles is responsible for some muscles and sensitivity. Okay, but all the muscles of which are controlled by C7 are also controlled by other roots. I mean C6 or C8. So if you cut C7, the other roots, you know, they take care of the muscles. And if you cut C6 or C8, you will be in trouble, of course. But this is a controversial issue, and a lot of European and American surgeons, they dislike very much this operation because they are scared of getting a palsy. But actually, it works very well. And you know, the Chinese today, they have a pretty huge experience of this procedure, and it's a Chinese guy, Wen Dongzhu. You know Wen Dongzhu? And Dr. Gu, who was the first one to describe this procedure.
This technique already established in Guangzhou, China. Professor Gu.
Professor Gu.
Developed maybe 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And many specialists, brachial plexus, doing this technique. Sometimes minor problem occurs, but the advantage of this technique is great. So this is an amazing method. Also, this technique, your intervention is very useful. Probably in future, this technique will become a very useful technique.
Thank you.
Can you imagine to branch right C7 to left C6?
Yeah, of course, it's already done. You know why I choose C7? It's nothing to do with robotic here. But in brachial plexus reconstruction, C7 crossover transfer from the A3 side to the contralateral side is used for the other roots for the injured side. Why I choose C7? Because Professor Gu is the one who is now in charge, is the Wen Dongzhu. And this guy had an amazing idea a couple of years ago. I met him in Los Angeles. we were in a gala dinner together, and he was very shy and just discussing, and he told me, Philippe, what are you doing with guys who got a stroke, with hemiplegia? What kind of operation are you doing? I said, well, there is some stiffness, I just cut the tendons and that's all. He did, I tried a procedure on a little girl. She had a hemiplegia, and she was 6 years old, and I did this procedure, not with robot and not with minimally invasive surgery. And she recovered an extension of the wrist and of the fingers. So when she was able to grasp any kind of object, if she wanted to grasp the object, she just had actively opened the hand, and if she wants to get it, just release because of the spasticity, she get the object, So why I am interested in here, because brachial plexus, the indication of brachial plexus, and he did about 40 patients, adults, with this technique. He published in the American Journal of Hand Surgery. And I thought to myself, brachial plexus, we don't have so much cases now in Europe because of security, because of many things. But we do have a lot of strokes. And this could be a very good indication for thousands of patients in the future. Unfortunately, I have to tell you that I asked to my ERB in my hospital if I could get the authorization to do this operation in a couple of patients, and they refused. So guys, if you want to be the first to do this on the patients, you can do it. I can't. I probably will go in China and do it in China.
Also, Taiwan.
Yeah, of course, Taiwan.
Now I studied